So the question we're answering this week for Word of the Week is, how do I know that I'm saved and going to heaven? And so Ephesians chapter 2 is a very popular verse. In verses 8 and 9 it says, "For by grace you have been saved through faith, and that not of yourselves, it is the gift of God, not of works, lest anyone should boast." So I want to imagine you're standing at the gates of heaven, and Jesus goes, "Why should I let you into heaven?" And anything that starts with "I" is going to be the wrong answer. The answer is, Jesus forgave me of my sins. Jesus forgave me. He showed me grace. I was a sinner, and because Jesus came to earth and he lived the perfect sinless life and he died on the cross in my place, he took the punishment of sin that I deserved to pay, I get to go into heaven. So a lot of times, in most cases, people think that they're trying to earn salvation or do good works, or it's about how much I tithe or how much I go to church. All these things are an effort to earn favor with God. But to know that you're going to heaven, to know that you're saved, is to trust in the perfect work that Christ did on the cross, not our own works. But in the same chapter, in verse 10, it says, "For we are his workmanship, created in Christ Jesus for good works." So we are not saved by good works, whatever. We're saved by faith in Jesus. That's how we get forgiveness of sins, because Jesus never sinned. But we're saved to good works. Now that we're Christians, if you are to live to produce good works, to glorify God, to share the gospel, to do things, because we're no longer living for ourselves, we're living for Jesus. So look at your life and ask yourself this. So in 2 Corinthians 5, verse 17, it says, "If any man is in Christ, he is a new creature." So ask yourself, have I been transformed? Am I a new person from what I used to be? Did all the things I love to do, all the sin, I don't want to do that anymore. Now, I'm not asking you to look and say, am I perfect? Because the answer is none of us are. But has your desires changed for what you now want to do? Does sin make you sick when you think about all of it and just make you you look back at your life and you're like, man, I can't believe I used to live that way, but now Jesus has transformed me. Heard a cool story. He said, this was from a preacher, and he said that if I told you that I was late to an event because I got out, I had a flat tire, and I went to change the tire on my truck, and I got hit by a semi-truck. But I got up, dust myself off, went ahead and changed my tire, and I came, and that's why I was late. He's like, no, you would totally know I was lying, because there is no way that you can come in contact with a semi-truck and not be radically changed. Same thing with Jesus. There's no way that we can be saved and transformed by something so powerful as God and not be radically transformed. So ask yourself, have I been transformed? Am I a different person? And am I trusting fully in Jesus, not myself? So I hope this helps somebody out there, because we can know for sure that we are going to heaven, and that's an awesome thing because of what Jesus did for us. Thank y'all, and God bless.